Hi everyone, good morning. Buenos días. Roxana, ¿todo bien? ¿Podemos empezar? ¿Unos minutitos? ¿Sí empiezo? Ok. Um, Welcome everyone. We are going to start, reviewing a little bit about what we talked about the last session. And we are reading a poem that was written by the first Panchen Lama. I think his dates are like 1,560 and 1,572. And he wrote this beautiful poem about the inside of one person's minds, right? Today I brought this image behind my and I think this background is just a reminder of what we're gonna be talking, right? So this is the angel and this is the devil in our minds. And we said that who is the angel? Who remembers who is the angel? The angel is that voice in my mind that whispers what? What kinds of wisdom? You can share in the chat if you feel like sharing today. Yes, Kathy says understanding, love, compassion. Okay, we are going to say that the angel is understanding where the world is coming from. Okay, is that understanding, that clarity of understanding that everything I do, everything I say, and everything I think, it is the voice of the angel in my mind. That understanding that everything I do and everything is creating my world. My own actions are creating my world. My experience of my world is coming from my own action. That understanding. And who is the devil in my mind? What represents the devil in my mind? Who remembers that? Perfect, wrong perspective, misunderstanding. So the angel is understanding where the world is coming from, and misunderstanding is the devil. I don't understand where the world is coming from. Therefore, I just keep thinking about myself and what are my needs. And I don't care sometimes if I'm hurting other people to get the things I want. So the devil is a problem. And who is listening to these voices inside our minds? Ourselves. You, me, each person has this internal debate, this internal voice. Once you understand that the world is coming from you, then there will be always a debate in your mind. There will be always a debate with the devil and the angel in your mind. The devil will try to say, no, don't worry about this. You can do this and nothing's going to happen. Doesn't matter. These people don't understand. You can yell them. You can mistreat them. And the angel is going to appear always and every time once you understand the pain or that the world is coming from you. The angel is going to be there like trying to say, hey, remember that maybe this action is going to come back to you later. If you hurt other people, you're going to get hurt in the future. But the problem is that this voice of the angel has been for so long in our minds with no beginning, right? No beginning. So it's difficult for us to like stop this voice and increase and empower the angel inside of us. So that's why we are here, right? We need to train our minds, because this is a debate that you have to have every day. And it's a beautiful battle. It's a beautiful debate. It's a beautiful effort you're doing, and you're gonna be doing it for the rest of your life. Because the angel and the actions you're gonna do with this voice, guidance, are the ones that are gonna bring you happiness, peace, and you're gonna reach all your goals, even the ultimate goals. All right, so let's meditate. We are talking about meditation and train our minds. So let's do this meditation, and we will get back to this beautiful debate. So let's do this meditation. Get into a meditation position, any comfortable position. Choose something you don't have to change for about 10 minutes. Nothing too complicated. And the goal of meditation is to park your body. So find a position where you don't need to move. And if you move a little bit, just try to go back to that position where you are parked. So sit up straight, relax your face, your forehead. Smile. Relax your eyelids. Relax the corners of your mouth. And keep your mind resting on your breath. We will begin with the traditional preparation for meditation. It has 6 steps. So keep watching your breath. And now think of the most beautiful, holy being you can imagine, like a teacher, like an angel in your life, a living, enlightened being sitting in front of you, meditating with you. Make them alive, they are breathing. You can almost feel their breath, their warmth, their presence. And let them be your wisdom being, your teacher. Namaskar means I bow. Bow to this teacher in your mind. Think about what are they your teacher? What do you admire about them? Think about what do you learn about them in your life. And now offer something beautiful. In your mind, you can offer the entire sky full with flowers. And also offer something good you have done recently. Maybe your meditation, your study, your effort to be patient, a kindness you showed to somebody else. We are not used to think about the good things we do, but it's very, very important. Also offer that for the last week you've been thinking about the angel and the devil debating in your own mind. Because you're ready to stop the voice of the ignorance, the misunderstanding in your life. And something very important that my teacher said the other day is that the mother of meditation is ethics, is morality. So you cannot meditate with a heavy conscious, with the mind full of bad deeds. So let's purify our minds and gently review the last few days. Was there something unkind? Was there something that I did that maybe was a harsh word, impatience, jealousy? And tell your teacher honestly in your mind, this clears the obstacle when you are honest and open your heart to your teacher. Because you know you don't want to act like this, talk like this, think like this. You don't want to hurt other people. That's why you confess, because you are ready to change that patterns, that behavior. And now let's do the opposite again and recall something beautiful you did. A kind moment, a generous moment. Feel healthy joy that your heart did good. Your teacher is very happy for this act of kindness. And think about, is there something about yourself you would like to change? How would you like to change for the next 2 weeks, 1 month? Maybe also about increasing the voice of the angel in your mind, the voice of wisdom, the voice of understanding that only by doing good to others, I will be happy. Maybe this is a new goal for you. So ask your teacher, your heart teacher, this teacher in front of you to guide you. To support you in this goal. And finally, ask them to stay in your life, to guide you beyond this life, always. Your teacher agrees and he's so happy to stay with you. Now gently return to your breath. Rest your mind on your breath. You can move a little bit because we're going to continue the meditation. And keep your focus on your breath again. Now step back gently from your mind. Place your awareness on watching your own thoughts. Don't control them, just observe. Where is my mind right now? Watch thoughts rise and disappear. Now imagine an invisible wall made of crystal in front of you. This wall stops thoughts about the future. So you can no longer have thoughts about the future, no plans, no expectations about the future. This wall stops any thought about the future. And now place a wall made of crystal behind you. This wall stops any thought about the past. So there's no past, no replying old histories. Let your mind rest between these two walls. Remain here in the present moment and feel the relief of simply being in the present moment. No worries, you are safe in the present moment. Now think about the goodness created by this meditation. And dedicate the goodness to everyone you know, to your city, to all beings. And slowly come back to your breath. Slowly begin to move. Return gently on your pace. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. You can stretch. Welcome back. The last session, we were talking about how to practice being the present moment, right? Because that's a few steps, a training for your mind to then do something more powerful. So, the first Panchen Lama wrote this beautiful poem about inside of one person's mind, right? And we get to hear a discussion going on inside of one person's mind, the bad and the good. So it's like this picture you see just behind me. So there's a conversation going on in your mind. And what's cool about the Panchen Lama, that he said that this battle is a healthy thing. That kind of battle in your mind is a healthy thing. So we call it like a spiritual schizophrenia. It's a good thing. If your conscience is batting against your desires, like against not mistreating or hurting other people, we say that karma of fight between your conscience and your desires is better than the karma of being a nice person and never having the desire in the first place. You see what I mean? The points you get for putting up a fight with your unreasonable desires, your unreasonable thoughts, and your misunderstanding are more powerful than a person who never had them in the first place, who is just a nice person. You see, to fight with negative side of your mind, to fight with your misunderstanding of your mind, is a glorious and beautiful spiritual thing. How beautiful is this? So sometimes we feel bad because we are thinking about these negative thoughts, but we think about wisdom and understanding and emptiness and karma, and then we feel bad because maybe, I don't know, we keep hearing the voice of the devil in our minds. But this kind of consciousness and this kind of fight is a glorious and powerful thing you are doing to change your mind. So I like to see you having an argument in your head, and you get a lot of good karma for that, and it will improve you. So the goal of the first Panchen Lama is to introduce a dissenting voice in your head and start a fight. And this is a fight you do every day in your mind. I don't hear that voice. I don't hear your own debate, but you have to understand this debate is beautiful and is powerful, and you have to have it. You have to have it. And, sometimes we hear about misunderstanding where the world is coming from, and we hear these good ideas about be a good person. This is a good karma. It's all coming from you. And for me, it's easier now when I say, oh, this voice is coming from the angel. Oh, this voice is the devil. Misunderstanding is the devil. So now it's easier for me to just set, label these thoughts and say, I'm not gonna let the devil win today, or I'm not gonna let the devil win my desire to get something I want, which I know is gonna hurt other people or is gonna hurt me, right? At the end of the day, if I hurt others, I'm just hurting myself and become my life more miserable. So this thought, you have to label them. It's easier for you to increase your wisdom and your power if you understand, oh, this is the devil, this is misunderstanding, oh, this is the angel, and the fight should go until the day you get enlightened. I'm just gonna write that on the chat. Kari, you wrote a question in the chat and you say, why was this void with no beginning the devil and not the angel to get better people? I know your question. She's asking like why we have the voice of the devil with no beginning for lifetimes in our minds and not the angel. The proof that the voice of the devil or our misunderstanding is being in our minds since no beginning is that we are not enlightened beings, right? We are not a Buddhas yet. Therefore, we know misunderstanding is being there for lifetime. Only a person who is totally enlightened, we can say that person will not hear the voice of the devil never again. That being stopped that voice forever. But us, we need to fight against this voice because the ignorance, the reason why we are still human beings and we are inside this samsara cycle, the proof is that we have ignorance. They say we are born because of ignorance. So that's why. So the goal of this kind of practice is to introduce into your mind, what do you call it? The conflict view, the other view of what we should be doing. You can call it almost like conscious. And it is not a very popular idea nowadays, right? I mean, people, you didn't go to school and they give you a lecture on your conscious. You know, like, oh, you should be a good person. Conscious is a beautiful thing. The most important part about you is your conscience. And saying, I don't think so. You know, I don't think this is the right thing to do right now, this kind of conscious. And it's a beautiful thing when you have that conscious. So it's like the angel in your mind. When you say, oh, I don't think this is a good thing. I think this is going to hurt other person right now, or my partner, or my coworker. If I do this, if I say that, it's going to hurt this person. That kind of beautiful thing is what sometimes people said is a conscious. And we say this is like the angel voice. And then you feed your conscious and you develop your conscious like a muscle. Like you do your, like in the gym or in meditation, you are developing a muscle for your wisdom to get better and more empowered in your mind. And then you feed this conscious and make your conscious or these voices stronger, and you give them a voice in your head. You see? So it's not a popular thing to talk about, but it makes you very happy. And I'm not talking about guilt. You know, I'm not saying that kind of conscious that say, oh, I'm a bad person. Because that's like saying, I can't do this, I'm a bad person. It's not like that. It's like a well-developed conscious. It's something you can be proud about. You know, is there hesitation when you are about to hurt someone? And that's a beauty thing. That's a kind of beauty that's more rare and more beautiful than other beauty. A person who has a beautiful conscience is a truly beautiful thing to meet and to watch. You see? So the Panchen Lama, the first Panchen Lama, he's seeking to bring another voice into our minds, to bring that conscious and that wisdom into your mind. This book, this poem is a beautiful thing. And I hear it from my teacher, and he heard it from his own teacher, who was a student of the Dalai Lama's teacher. So, you know, we reach a part where the devil in the guide's head or your head, and there's an angel in the guy's head, and the devil is arguing with the angel. So the angel entered the mind, which I hope it will enter your mind and starts arguing with the devil. The devil has been resident for countless years. The devil has been resident for countless years. We say your mind has no beginning. we say mind cannot be produced from a physical matter. The mind is not physical. The mind is ineffable. Your mind can go right now home to your refrigerator and look inside, and it's, like that sharp, and it's too far to drive that fast. Like, your mind is not physical, your mind is mental, and you can't touch it, you can't weight it, you can't split it, you can't locate it. Western science say it is the brain. Tibetans always said it was in the heart chakra. Okay? They say, and I think so. And right now, your mind can travel to your refrigerator at home, right? Or can travel to something beautiful that happened to you in the past. The mind is not a physical thing. So inside the mind, there's a debate going on, And we've been talking about being the present moment. So who tried to be in the present moment for this week? Share in the chat if you try to be in the present moment for this week. I did. I sometimes check when doing a certain action, how many will be beneficial from it right now. Very good. That's the angel. That's beautiful. So, when we are in the present moment, we don't have fears and we stop hopes about the future. But what are we going to do in this box? Let's say we are in this box called the present moment. What makes it wrong to be in the present moment? Why does the devil enjoy that meditation? People who didn't get to the second part waste their whole life being just in the present moment. And it's not enough. You see, you got to do more than that, because you will get old while you're in the present moment. You see, something will happen. Like in the monasteries, they say this joke that says, "Oh, I'm going to my yoga class." And they say, "Well, how many hours?" And I don't know, you say, "Well, 1.5 hours." And they say, "Okay, you are going to be 1.5 hours older when you get out. So you will be 2 hours closer to your final day." And it's true, you see, it's not enough to be in the present moment, because time is moving and your body is changing. And we have to do what we can do to change that condition. So if we don't use our being in the present moment to change our mind and our human condition, then we're lost. And you can do anything you want in your life, but it's going to end and it won't help others. So how to use the present moment to serve people, and how to use the present moment to overcome the larger problems of life. So that's what we will do today. So the devil is happy to see people just being in the present moment. And the angel wants you to do different meditation so you can get enlightened. And being present is not enough, but it is a good start to train your mind. And there's another meditation, which is easy, but there's a special way of viewing it, which comes from a commentary from, I don't know, like 1,100 years ago. It's a Kadampa commentary, a Lojong commentary. And that meditation that the devil advises you to do is called chainmail in Tibetan, and just means sit down close your eyes and think about nothing. Maybe you heard that in the past. People told you that that was a meditation, or we see people teaching that type of meditation. Sit down, close your eyes, and try to think about nothing. So it means to consider meditation and trying to think about nothing to be a meditation. The angel says that's stupid, because meditation means to think very clearly about something, to think clearly about nothing is foolish. But in the tradition of the first Panchen Lama, there was a very interesting argument about why that meditation was not useful, right? The idea that meditating on nothing could be a useful meditation is a mistake, basically. So, because whatever you meditate on is what you will become. You see, there is an important correlation between the meditation and the fruits of the meditation. So whatever you concentrate on, you are going to become on that thing. That's what they say. So if you concentrate on thinking about nothing, it's not going to flop over into becoming the person you want to become. It's the opposite, right? The teacher of my teacher used to say to him, if you want to do that kind of meditation, then just go and get a bottle of tequila and drink the whole bottle. Then you won't think about anything. And it's easier and it's cheaper than all those years of practice. Oh my God, that's anyway. So basically, what we want to do, is you can be present or you can think about nothing, but you will instead get older and you will instead have problems. So it is very important to think about something important in your meditation, something that will create the seeds for you to think clearly and to hear the voice of the angel more louder. So, the devil real strategy is very simple. Listen to this. Convince you that your problems come from outside, that the irritating person in your life comes from their side, that the problem you are facing right now is coming from outside of you, that you don't have anything to do with that. The devil real strategy is that he is constantly convincing you that the things that are happening around you, you have nothing to do with that. But the angel whispers something radical, right? Maybe they come from you. Maybe your sadness, maybe your problems, maybe your your constant feeling bad, maybe it's coming from you. Maybe every irritating person you met and every difficult thing in your life is a reflection of seeds you planted earlier. So if you criticize someone last week, that seed can ripen as criticism towards you today. That's the angel. The angel is telling you seeds growth. An apple seed becomes a tree. A tiny action becomes a powerful experience. So the angel invites you to investigate, where did this experience come from? Because if it came from you, you can change it. This is the angel. And this isn't guilt, it's empowerment. It means your life is workable. It means transformation is possible, right? So the practice is first calm the mind, right? Stay present. Whatever you are doing in your daily life, your life is happening, made of moments, made of instants, made of seeds all the time. Try to be present. Yes. So you can observe and you can investigate then where your suffering is coming from. The meditation should threaten the existence of the devil. The belief that life happens to you instead of through you. The moment you see clearly that your experience arises from your own mind, you gain freedom. Responsibility becomes power, you know? When you are responsible of your life, that's power. So the angel wants you to get that power back to you. He wants you to think everything that's happening to you is coming from you. Therefore, you can change it. But then the devil is going to come back to your mind, right? And it's going to say, oh, no, that person is just an asshole and or this person is stupid. So you have to fight against him or you have to talk to him. No, a great yogini named, what's her name? Machik Landro, thought something very beautiful. She said, concentrate fiercely. Concentrate fiercely. Listen to your mind. You know, concentrate fiercely on these thoughts, on this battle happening in your mind all the time. You can call in consciousness of how to be a good person, or the devil, you know, just make a real commitment that you're gonna be listening to this battle with more attention because it's happening. So the person who irritates you the most, the situation that hurts you, the problem that keeps repeating in your life, ask yourself, or let the angel ask in your mind where this is coming from. What seed created this? And your mind, the devil will resist. It will slide away. But gently bring it back. That's the fierce concentration of thinking, this angel is going to win. This angel in my mind is going to win. And when you see every glimpse of wisdom in your mind, just relax. Know that this seed is going to grow. You know, this seed is going to keep like growing and growing in your mind and bringing you more and more wisdom, more and more and more wisdom. It's really, really beautiful. So, you know, it's like you can say, I won't criticize anybody for 3 days and let's see if they change, you know, but just for 3 days and let's check it out. I will not criticize anyone for 3 days. I will. And then I will see if the person who bugs me change. Just try. You have to try. Like you have to try little steps to stop the things that you bother in other people. You have to stop them in you. You know, it's not a lot of commitment. And if it works, use it. You know, then once you figured it out and you made this resolution, I'm not going to criticize that person anymore. And by the way, it's not the same person. You don't criticize someone at work and then your husband stop criticizing you. Got it? Then in the meditation, after, when you're meditating, because I I believe when you are listening to this battle in your mind, it's a type of meditation, it's a type of concentration that is creating very powerful deeds in your mind. And you could change your world and you can become more and more happier. And it's a very beautiful thing to do, to become that angel, because the ultimate goal is to become that angel that is telling you, stop hurting other people, stop hurting yourself. Because how do you talk to yourself is also very important. How do you treat yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Because when you don't take care of yourself, that's the devil's voice saying you don't matter. You just have to take care of other people. No, that's wrong. In this system, you are part of all beings you want to help. You are part of it. So how you treat yourself is also a very important seed. And it is inviting you to take you as part of taking care of other people. If you don't include yourself, your compassion is incomplete. So, and remember, don't feel like this guilt. There's not such a word in Tibetan or Sanskrit for guilt. There's not such word. It doesn't exist. The idea doesn't exist. It's like now you have control over your life. What you want. You can plant it in your mind and it will create, it will manifest. And I did it, and people have done it. People in this nation have done it. So what we are going to do, we are going for the next week. This is the new commitment. This is the new homework. This is what the end wants us to do. During the next week, we're going to keep doing the 3 sessions of being in the present moment. Remember, we create an alarm in 3 times per day, one in the morning, then the afternoon, in the evening. You're gonna set an alarm. You're gonna say, be in the present moment. That's your time. What you're doing, if you're walking, if you are cooking, if you are eating, you're gonna stop your thoughts, past, future, and you're gonna concentrate your mind in the present moment. You're gonna admire and absorb the present moment and the beauty of the present moment. And what you're going to act and you think, you're going to think, who is creating this? That's your question. Who is creating this? If you're cooking, you're gonna think, who is creating this food, this. If you are talking to somebody, you're gonna think, who is creating person? Who is creating situation? If you're walking, you're gonna think, who is creating this beautiful city, beautiful walk? And you're gonna remember yourself, I am creating this. I am seeing the result of my own past deeds. So who is creating this? And if you do this 3 times per day with your alarm, right? Because this is a training for 3 weeks. You have to think, who is creating this now? Because we are adding this powerful question that is going to increase this question and this voice more often in your daily life. Because the devil doesn't want you to think like that. The devil wants you to think you are not creating anything. The devil wants you to blame other people. So we want to do the present moment meditation, and then we want to turn it into something higher. This is a new tool that the first Panchen Lama is giving it to you. And you know, it's such a relief to be able to be in the present moment and not worry about what are you going to do after this session or what you did before this session. You know, it's such a relief to have someone to tell you, just be here, be in the present moment. And you don't have to be in a lotus position, right? You can do that by just concentrating your mind and imagine these walls in front of you and behind you, these crystal walls. Even if you are walking, the other day I was walking and I imagined that crystal wall in front of me and behind me, and I was like, okay, I'm in the present moment now. Like, stop thinking and worried about the future. Okay. And I took a deep breath and I was like, oh, this is so nice, right? This is so beautiful. And now the angel is telling you to say, and now you have to think, who is creating this? And you know, the devil wants the angel to leave your mind. Because in that way, your mind and the way you think and you act is different when the angel is there. So the angel says like, hey, angel, you don't even have a chance. I've been in this mind for countless millions of years. I have control of this person's mind. Who are you to say, oh no, I'm gonna be in this person's mind? He says you are the cousin who drops in a few visits during the year. You are like a flash of lightning in a world of darkness. The devil is saying, I am the ocean, never ending, never ending. I've been here always. I'm here every day. What does the devil do? The devil isn't like, I don't know, make you like, you know, the devil is not like, oh, I'm gonna put a bomb and in I don't know, in the middle of a building. That's not the devil. The devil misunderstands where the person who irritates you the most is coming from. Nothing more glorious than that. Think of that person in your life who must focus you, you know, take 10 seconds, choose that person, and they kind of, you know, like that person who irritates you the most is coming from you, right? And the devil says that person is mean to you. They are hurting you. They are irritating you because they want to. They don't like you. They are not a good person. And they are trying to hurt you. They are trying to bother you. The devil says, believe this, and then you will be able to dislike them, even if you work on it. You can hate them. The devil says that they could have said nice things to you, but they are not nice. in deep inside, they are not good person. It's because they don't like you, because they are bad person. That's the devil thinking. That's all the devil does. The devil doesn't blow up bridges and things like that. The devil makes you miserable from moment to moment. It's much more pleasant for him to just put a bomb in the middle of a building, you know? But no, he is actually moment to moment there in your mind. And then the angel is whispering. You know, we are trying to introduce an angel into your mind, put in your mind a little voice that say, maybe that's coming from you. Everything that's happening is coming from you, actually. So that's what we're gonna do for this next week, everyone. I invite you to keep your alarm 3 times per day. Why? Because it's gonna plant seeds. Remember, those seeds is gonna get bigger, and then you're gonna start listen to the wisdom angel voice more louder and more clear in your mind. So what we are doing during these 3 weeks is we are planting seeds. So be in the present moment and think, who is creating this? And whatever the battle you're gonna go through during this week, remember, it's a good battle, it's something healthy you have to do, it's a glorious battle. So remember, who is talking to me right now? Think about it. Who is talking to me? The angel or misunderstanding or understanding? This is misunderstanding. What I'm going to do right now that's going to hurt me or it's going to hurt somebody else, that's misunderstanding. What will the angel do? So just create this dialogue in your mind and see how it goes. And I see you the next week for our last session, and we're going to go more deep into this poem, more deep on how this angel and this devil dialogue is happening in your mind. So I see you next week. Thank you so much for coming. I love this image. Thank you. Inside and outside. And by me in the present, and I can hear. And by seeing the goodness around me. Yes. And by seeing the goodness around at the moment, I automatically invite the angel to me. You invite the angel every time you understand where that goodness is coming from. That goodness around you is coming from you, okay? All right, see you next week. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend. Last session, see you last session. It's gonna be powerful and beautiful. Thank you, thank you.
Gracias, Pau.
Gracias.
Gracias, Pau. Chao.
Chao, chao.
Empiezo, ¿no, teacher?